Today is June 19th, Saturday. It's the final day of the USA Powerlifting National Championship Week. Today we're opening up with the Equipped Open Ladies. We've got two platforms going on today. On platform one, Sue Ellen, who is our oldest competitor. She's 74 years old and still meeting that qualifying total. She's lifting an Equipped Open 47 kilo class. She's got 65 kilos on the bar. This is literally Sue's third competition in this past week alone. Sue already lifted on both Monday, Wednesday, and now she's lifting today on Saturday. She lifted in the Raw Masters Nationals, the Equipped Masters Nationals. Now today, she's got the squat signal. Kilos, 457. Caitlin Gurmanicki is on platform number one. Sarah got a 2-1 decision, and she is successful with her opener. Caitlin in the 57 kilo class, opening with 155 kilos. That's 341 pounds. She's down. She's up. Caitlin gets a 2-1 decision as well. Camila Todd is our next lifter on platform number 2. Camila is actually coming back from a 17-year break. She only just came back 4 years ago. After a 17-year break away from lifting. And one of the things that she wanted to do is she wanted to give a shout out to her She set up strong with a 165, 363, squat signal, down, up. The bar is back in the rack. And 3 white lights for Elma. Lily Poso is on platform number 2. She's 22 years old. She lifted most recently. Lily just lifted in the Collegiate Nationals 2.5 months ago, took first. She's only been lifting for 9 years, and she's working on her master's right now. Platform number 1, we've got Catherine Kazabuski. She is lifting 175 kilos, 385 pounds. Lily is down. Lily is standing up. The bar is back in the rack for Lily. Cat is down and up. 3 white lights for Lily, 3 white lights for Cat. Both of them are on the board. Next up is going to be Kimberly Johnson. On platform number 1, Kimberly Johnson is our next lifter. She's opening with 180 kilos, 396. She's lifting in the 57 kilo class. On platform number 2, Chrissy Lamas. Christy is only 19 years old. She's lifting in the 84 plus class. She's opening with a 250 kilo squat. On platform number 1, Kimberly Johnson, opening with 180 or 396 at 57 kilos. Both lifters went down convincingly, came back up. So Christy got 3 white lights and Kim got a split decision of a 2-1. And it looked like it was the 1 red call was for depth on that side. On platform number 1, Jodelle Patino. And on platform number 2, Rebecca Holcomb. Jodelle is going for 182.5, 402. Becky is on platform number 2, 250 on her squat. Jodelle on platform number 1. Both lifters have the signal to squat. Jodelle is down first. She's back up. Becky down. Bar is back in the rack for Jodelle. With 3 white lights for Jodelle. And 3 white lights for Becky. All right, Skylee Sears is on platform number 1. Reigning world champion Natalie Hansen is on platform 2. Natalie is lifting in the 84 kilo class. Bar is loaded for both platforms. Natalie is at the back of the platform. Skylee is on the platform. Skylee is lifting in the A flight in the 57 kilo class. She lifts with the Midland University team as well. She's now living in Nebraska. but she is originally from Texas. Good lift for Skylee. Natalie Hansen on the platform. Platform 2. Solid setup with 255 kilos, 562 pounds in the 84 class, and just drops it in, buries it. There's no question that was good. 3 white lights. We're starting second attempts on platform number 1. Sue Elvin is going to be our next lifter. Now again, Sue already lifted twice this week already. She lifted in the Raw Masters Nationals on platform, and she took first place in the 52 kilo class. Then she dropped a weight class to the 47s and competed on Wednesday. Today, she's back at the 47s. She's done a 30 kilo jump from her first to her second. On platform number 2, Bonica Brown. Good lift for Sue. Bonica is the reigning world champion and the reigning world record holder. She's opening up with 285 kilos, 628 pounds. On platform number 1 is Jenna Weinstein. Conservative 7.5 kilo jump and 3 white lights for Bonica on her opener. Jenna has 2 good lifts in, and we are starting second attempts on platform number 2 with Emily St. Germain. Lindsay Siemens is going to be our next lifter on platform number 1. Lindsay took a 5 kilo jump from her first to her second, from 127 to 132. Platform number 2, it's going to be Emily St. Germain with her second attempt. She's opening the flight. Emily did just complete recently at the Collegiate Nationals. Lindsay Siemens on platform number 1 in the 47 kilo class. Both lifters out of the racks, set up, squat signal. Both lifters, 3 white lights, so it is a white light board all the way across. Next up is going to be Chloe Cooper on platform 2. Chloe is choosing to repeat her opener at 165. And Natalie Dominguez has bumped up her second attempt by 20 kilos from 125 to 145. Chloe is in the 84 kilo class. Natalie is in the 47 kilo class. And again, this is Natalie's first time to compete in the 47 kilo class. All right, let's see what the lights say for Chloe on this time. 3 white lights. Everybody is on the board. Natalie gets the squat signal. Coached by Tim Anderson. And it is turned down due to depth, 2-1. 2 side referees gave a red light on that, and the card that they indicated was the red card, which indicates the lifter did not go to full depth according to the technical rules. Caitlin Mernicki is on the platform in the 57 kilo class. She's gone up by 7.5 kilos or 15 pounds from her first to her second. On platform 2, it's going to be Stephanie Kay. And Stephanie Kay has also gone up by 7.5 kilos, 15 pounds. She's currently forecast to be in the second place in the 84 kilo class. And she's not able to come back to a locked position on that. So the spotters and loaders stepped in, hardest working people. Caitlin on platform number 1, 57 kilo class. And it's a 2-to-1 decision with a no lift for Caitlin. The two side referees indicated that there was a no lift due to the red card, or if she did not meet the requirement for the depth. The bar is loaded for Elma Lopez on platform 1. Sarah Roddick is on platform 2. Sarah bumped up by 7.5 kilos. She's now going to 215 on her second attempt, 473. Sarah is from Wisconsin. And that is a no lift for Sarah. All three referees indicated that it did not meet the requirement for depth. Elma Lopez on platform number 1, down, up, bars back in the rack, and she gets 3 white lights, indicating that is a good lift for her. Platform 2, we've got Camila Todd. Camila is a high school teacher, and she wants to give a shout out to her family and the Wampus Cat powerlifters. Her second attempt, she bumped up by 17.5 kilos. She went from 490 to 523. Down, up. Three white lights for Camilla. On platform number 1, Catherine Kazabuski. She bumped up by 7.5 kilos, down, up. Kat is lifting in the 52 kilo class. She's been lifting for 16 years and she got 3 white lights. Kat has been to the national championship 12 times. And she's won the open twice. She's been on 2 different world teams, once in South Africa where while they were traveling, she met her husband on the airplane. They were married, and the next year at nationals, they were a husband and wife. On platform 2, we've got Lily Poso. She bumped up by 10 kilos. She went from 245 to 255. She forecasts right now to be in 3rd place. Oh, good fight. She did not give up. She kept with it. Let's see what the referees say. 3 white lights. So staying with that really paid off her. Good fight. Kimberly Johnson on platform number 1. She bumped up by 10 kilos. She's forecast in the 2nd position. Down, up. Big smile for Christy. 3 white lights for Christy. Sorry, 3 white lights for Kimberly Johnson. All right, we've got Christy Yamas on platform number 2. She went up by 7.5 kilos. She's gone to 257, 567, up from 551. She's got the signal. She goes down. She comes up. Bars back in the rack. Good lift with 3 white lights. Jodelle Patino on platform number 1. She went up by 10 kilos. Jodelle is with the Midland University team. And she has 3 white lights. Down and up so fast, you didn't get a chance to see it. All right. Platform number 2, Becky Holcomb. She bumped up by 10 kilos to 260. She's forecast to be in the second place. Platform number 1, we've got Sky Lee Sears. And Sky Lee is originally from Texas, but she is lifting with the Midland University team, which just recently swept every national title at the Collegiate Nationals. Sky Lee has 3 white lights. Becky Holcomb on platform number 2. Down and up. Good lift for Becky. Up next is going to be on platform 1, Jenna Weinstein. And Jenna is opening our third attempts. Sue Ellen, third. So we're going into where Jenna has elected to bump up by 5 kilos to 117.5. Down, up. And Jenna, by the way, she is lifting raw at the Equipped National Championship. Platform number 1, platform number 2, Natalie Hansen. Second attempt, 265, down, up. Elevate Barbell is the gym that she trains at. Wants to give a shout out to 3 white lights for Natalie's second attempt. Finishing out second attempts is going to be Bonica Brown. 295 kilos, 650 pounds. Platform number 1, Lindsay Siemens is on the platform. 135 for her third attempt. She went up by 2.5 kilos, pulling it down, up. She's forecast to be in the second place position. And 3 white lights, so she has 9 white lights for all of her squats. Up next is going to be Natalie Dominguez, and Natalie has elected to go up by another 10 kilos from her second to her third. The bar is ready for Natalie on the platform number 2, Bonica Brown, reigning world champion, both raw and equipped in powerlifting. Squat signal. Three white lights for Bonica. Bonica finishes out second attempts on platform number 2. They're going to be starting their third attempts in just a second. Natalie Dominguez is on platform number 1. Natalie started lifting as a high school freshman and then moved over to collegiate. She went up by 10 kilos. The bar is back in the rack. And there is a 2-to-1 decision in favor of Natalie, and so she finishes out with a 155. That moves Natalie into the first place position in the 47 kilo class. Caitlin Mernicki is our next lifter. She's gone up by 2.5 kilos. Caitlin is lifting in the 57 kilo class. She's currently forecast to be in the 4th place. Platform number 1, Emily St. Germain. She's bumped up by another 7.5 kilos. She's forecast to be 4th. Platform number 1, Caitlin down. Coming up, Emily down and up. Both of them putting it back in the rack at the same time. And 3 white lights for both at the same time. Platform number 1, Elma Lopez. The bar is loaded to 180 kilos. That's going to be 396 pounds for someone who weighs 52 kilos. That is basically about 112. So she has almost 400 pounds on her back and she weighs 112. Chloe Cooper is on platform number 2. She's got 172.5 kilos on the bar. That's 380 pounds. Not able to finish it out, but she is credited with 165. She's on the board. And Elma's call 3 white lights. Elma has gotten 3 white lights, total of 9 for all of her squats all the way across the board now. All right, Stephanie K is the bar is loaded to 212. She's repeating her second attempt for her third. Kat Kasabuski has gone up an extra 5 kilos. Kat is also lifting in the 52 kilo class. That's about 113 pounds. And she has 413 pounds on her back when she comes out for that squat. From the time that the bar is called ready until the time that the lifter gets the signal to squat, they only have 1 minute. So as soon as that bar is ready, the lifters like to be out there quickly. Now, Stephanie only has 10 seconds left to get the signal. She's out of the rack. She's setting up. Kat has the signal. Stephanie has gotten the signal with only 2 seconds left. The bar did not come back up. Kat Kazabuski had 3 white lights. And Stephanie, the spotters and loaders stepped in and helped her for her safety to return the bar to the rack. Kimberly Johnson, moving up 7.5 kilos to 197.5, 535 pounds. And she weighed in roughly 125. Let me say those numbers again. She weighed in roughly 125, and she's got 435 pounds on her back. Sarah Roddick over on platform 2 is choosing to repeat her second 215. Sarah's originally from Wisconsin, still is. She's got 473 on her back. The bar is back in the rack for Sarah, and it is a 2-1 decision that the referees feel that she did not meet the depth requirement. Kimberly, squat signal, down. Finishing it up. Kimberly is quite a seasoned and experienced professional starting in high school, and she has 3 white lights. So, she has a split decision. Kimberly has 3 good lifts on the board for squat. Moving over to Lily. On platform 2, she's elected to go up by only 2.5 kilos. Lily is forecast right now in the 3rd place. She'd like to do a shout out to her stepdad Jack back home. She's a member of the Louisiana Tech powerlifting team. Go Dogs! She wants to say hi also to the Ash powerlifting coach, Dwayne Urbina. Platform number 1, we've got Skylee Sears. She's got 200 kilos, 440 pounds on her back. Weighing in at a body weight of about 125. Finishing it out, she's lifting with the Midland University team. And it is a split decision in her favor. It is a good lift. Jodel Patino is coming up on platform number 1. She's asked for 200 kilos also. She's going to finish out the last of our A flight. Squat signal for Jodel. She's down. She's up. You can see Coach Tim Anderson from Midland University back in the back. Split decision, and it's a good lift for Jodel. On platform number 2, Camila Todd. Down and up, and the lift is 3 white lights for Camila. Camila she is now a 4-time national champion or competitor. She started off playing college softball, and she's a high school teacher now. And again, she wants to do a shout out to her Wampus Cat powerlifters back home. The bar is ready for Chrissy Yamas on platform 2 for her 3rd attempt, 265 kilos, 584 pounds. We're moving into flight B. With Adriana Walrota. She only started 5 years ago when she was in high school in Racine. She's studying nursing at the University of Wisconsin in Parkside. Wants to give a shout out to her mom and dad on platform number 2, Christy, 265 kilos, 584, fighting it. She's also with the Midland University team that just did a very strong showing at Collegiate Nationals. She has 3 white lights. So Christy has 3 good squats. Up next is going to be Rebecca Holcomb. She's backed up 7.5 kilos, 15 pounds. Becky is called for 500. We'll call it a 590. Seriously, 589.5. We'll just call it 590. On platform number 1, Megan Rosenwald. Megan started lifting in 2016 and went over and started equipped lifting in 2018. And the bar is back in the rack. And it's 3 white lights from Megan. She's on the board. Now, Megan is actually also a 2nd-degree black belt in Taekwondo and also played tennis when she was in high school. So we have quite a diverse athletic background with our powerlifters. Becky Holcomb on platform number 1, on platform number 2, finishing out her 3rd attempt squat with 267.5 kilos, 590 pounds. Forecast in 2nd place, and she has 3 white lights. Platform number 1 is Billy Dennison. Billy Dennison hails from Alaska. She is the Alaska State Chair. She's down. She's up. She's opening with 165 kilos. And it's a 2-1 decision. The side referee indicated that maybe they would like to see it a little bit deeper, that she didn't meet the standard. Platform number 2, we're loading the bar to 270 kilos, 595 pounds for reigning world champion Natalie Hansen. Natalie started just 9 years ago in 2012. She did volleyball and CrossFit. She found powerlifting when she was doing CrossFit. She left CrossFit behind and stayed with powerlifting, and we're the better for it. Platform number 1, we've got Lisa Hogan. Down and up. 180, and that is a good lift with a split decision for Lisa. Lisa's originally from Wisconsin. They had high school powerlifting, and then they cut it with the budget cuts, so she didn't get to do it in high school, but that's how she was introduced to it. She's a materials and she's a manufacturing engineer over in Oregon at this time. Next up, platform 1, Patricia Sutherland from Mississippi. Down, up, being coached by Jeff Douglas. That's an opener of 180 kilos at 63 kilo class. And it is a good lift for her. There are 4 lifters in the 63 kilo class. Bonica Brown has called for 305 kilos on platform number 1. Platform number 2. Sophia Vieras is on platform number 1. She's out of Connecticut. She's got 185 kilos on the bar. Okay, so Bonica had called for 305 kilos, and she let the time run out, which is kind of a courtesy that we sometimes do for our fellow competitors when you have a small flight. In the meantime, Sophia had a very good lift, 3 white lights, and we're going to be moving to Jerry Fredrickson on platform number 1. On platform number 2, they're going to be setting up the bench, and then they will take a 20-minute break. So we will see platform 2 is taking a break for a short time.
Go and try your luck, test me in again, we let it rain. Please don't start us up, got that black and white, that yin and yang. Mr. Officer, please don't search us, we don't got a thing. Tell her park it up, them jeans up and sparking up. Like the fireworks, I keep the flame, heard you barking up. This the world you heard. We came from under buzz like a Persian. We been staying in our lane, ain't no merging. Rapping, we grew up in the hood, no suburbans. If I say I need my money, then it's urgent. Yeah, they want me to quit, yeah, they want me to shift. But as long as I'm alive, we gon' keep on making hits. While they steady shooting bricks, man, it's lit, yeah, it's lit. Me and Dale back to back, and yeah, I'm dishing the assist. Yeah, they talk a lot, but we really never catch me slipping. Every time your girl around, she be watching the way I'm slipping.
Rogue for all of their fitness equipment, Stark Performance Massage, and SSP Nutrition. For equipped open 63 kilo class. And she's fighting it out. She's not giving up. She's not giving up. She's continuing on. 232.5. Let's see what these referees say. 3 white lights for Taylor. Way to stay with it. Way to stay with it. Way to stay with that. We're going to be starting bench press on platform number 2 in just a moment. We are one lifter away from finishing out squats on platform number 1. Kelsey McCarthy is closing out the squats on platform number 1. She's lifting in the 69 kilo class, one of the 2 new weight classes that has been so well received by the female athletes. 254.5 kilos on the bar. Remember, she set a new record on her second. Platform 2, Chloe Cooper. 87.5 on her opener. And we're waiting to find out if, and it was a no lift. The spotters and loaders stepped in for her safety. Kelsey McCarthy on the platform. Platform number 1. Now she owns records in the 76 kilo class as well, so this is a new weight class for her. She went down. She set a new American record of 249 on her second, and she's set it again at 254.5 on her third. Ladies and gentlemen, platform number 1 is wrapped up with their squats. We're going to set the bar for bench, and they're going to take a 10-minute break. Platform number 2, Emily St. Germain from Louisiana is on the bar, is on the platform for her squat. The bar goes down, comes up. For those of you that are not familiar with the rules on powerlifting, the lifter goes, the bar is called ready. The lifter goes on the platform. They have 1 minute in which to get the start signal from the chief referee. And the side referees must put their hands down, indicating that the feet are flat on the floor, the buttocks, the shoulders, and the head are all in contact with the bench, and that the arms are locked straight with the elbows locked straight. Once the side referees put their hands down and there is a 2-to-1 decision that the lifter is in the position to start the lift, the chief referee will give the signal to start. At that time, the lifter brings the bar to their chest, holds it, and when it is visibly motionless, the chief referee will say, press. The lifter then pushes the bar to arm's length. We're going to watch Camilla Todd, who's on the platform right now, opening with 122.5 very easily. And Camilla is in the 84-plus kilo class, and it's a good lift. So after the lifter gets the signal to press, they press the bar out to full arm's length. They must wait there until the chief referee tells them to put the bar back in the rack with the signal rack. So there are 3 commands: start, press, rack. If the lifter does not wait for any of those commands, it is a technical fault, even if they successfully completed the lift, but you still must follow the referee's commands. If you lift your head, which from our camera angle you cannot see very easily, but if they lift their head, that is a technical fault. The buttocks and the head must remain in contact with the bench at all times. The arm must come back to a fully locked out, elbows straight position, and the feet cannot lift up. They may move as long as they are flat, but they cannot lift. Christy Yamas is on the platform, opening with 132.5, and she finished with a 265 kilo squat. She is on the board with her bench with 3 good white lights. Again, we have 10 competitors in this flight on platform 2. Because we do only have one flight on platform 2, they take a 20-minute break between squat and bench press, between bench press and squat. Platform number 1 is on their 10-minute break, and they have 8.5 minutes left before they come back for their second attempts. Up next is going to be Bonica Brown at 142.5. Bonica is our reigning world champion, and she literally holds every record we've got in the 84 plus. She's opening conservative at 142.5. The clock is running for Bonica, and it was timed out. So again, you have 1 minute from the time that the bar is loaded, the racks are placed at the correct height that the lifter has requested. The chief referee calls that the bar is ready, the bar is loaded. At that time, the clock starts. The lifter has 1 minute to come out onto the platform and complete their lift. So Bonica allowed the clock to run completely down, and so it was a no lift in that respect. Up next on the platform is Lily Poso. She's opening with 147.5 kilos, 325 pounds. And it is 3 white lights for Lily. Lily's just been lifting for 9 years. And she just competed at the Collegiate National Championship. All right, up next is going to be Stephanie Kay. And Stephanie hails from a state that has an incredibly strong powerlifting heritage, Wisconsin. There are many strong high school powerlifting champions that have come out of the state of Wisconsin and have gone on to become open champions. So she's called for 160 kilos on the bar. She's lifting in the 84 kilo class. They're bringing the bar down when it is visibly well done for the spotters and loaders. So she touched the bar to her chest, and then the bar started to drift towards her face, and the spotters and loaders stepped in and assisted with getting that, making sure that she stayed safe. On the platform, Sarah Roddick from Wisconsin. Sarah's been to the national championship 6 times since 2015. She gets the start signal, brings it to her chest, presses it out. Now, you'll notice that some of the lifters, they have a narrow position on their hands and a wider position. There is a ring that is 81 centimeters apart that is marked on the bar. And that is the maximum width that you can place your hands. Your first finger must cover that ring. Becky Holcomb on the platform with 170 kilos. And the clock has started. The bar is ready for Becky. She's got the signal to start. She's bringing the bar down to her chest. And don't blink, you'll miss it because she just blew that right up to the ceiling. 3 white lights. Finishing out our opening attempts on bench press, Natalie Hansen in the 84 kilo class. You'll notice 201 is not evenly divided by 2.5 kilos, which means she is opening with an American record. Now, Natalie already owns the American record at 195, so she is bumping this up by 6.5 kilos. Ladies and gentlemen, when you're in the gym and you're trying to increase your bench press, you're always happy when you just get 5 pounds. This is 6.5 kilos. This is almost 14 pounds. This is over 13 pounds. So she is increasing her bench press by over 13 pounds. Opening with an American record. She is such a technician. Watch this. 201. Ooh. Good job, spotters. Just got out of the groove. We are 2 minutes away from starting on platform number 1, starting our bench press for platform number 1. We're going to be transitioning now to platform 2, second attempts. Chloe Cooper is going to be opening. While she's doing her second attempt, she's gone up by 2.5 kilos from 87.5 to 90. All right. They're adjusting the blocks that are underneath her feet so that she can get a good leg drive. Unfortunately, they need to reposition it so that her feet are flat on them as if it was the floor. The bar is coming out of the rack. And the spotters and loaders had to step in and help her again for her safety. Emily St. Germain is called for 105 on her second attempt. She's next up on platform number 2, and we're going to be starting platform number 1 bench press very shortly, starting off with Sue Elwin, our oldest competitor at this contest, 74 years old. So, ladies and gentlemen, powerlifting, a sport for all ages and all weight classes. Emily St. Germain, bench press. Platform 2, handled that with really good control. 3 white lights. Sue Elwin, 47 kilo class. Platform number 1, 74 pounds. And she gets that with 32. Camila Todd is going to be up next on platform number 2. She's elected to bump up by 10 kilos to 132.5 kilos. So she's gone to 292 from 270. She is a high school teacher, ended up taking a 17-year break, and then came back. She's been going to nationals ever since. Lindsay Siemens is on platform number 1. She's opening with 62.5 kilos. And Lindsay is in the 57 kilo class. I'm sorry, the 47 kilo class. Camila
just blows that bar up. Lindsay pulling the bar down to her chest. Gets the press signal, full extension. Camila got a good lift. Lindsay got 3 white lights as well. They're both on the board. Platform number 1, we've got Jenna Weinstein lifting raw. Opening with 3 white lights. Platform number 2, Christy Yamas. Christy had elected to bump up by 10 kilos. She went from 132 to 142, and 3 white lights is what she has, which is excellent. You're going to start to see, ladies and gentlemen, that there's a subtotal that's starting to be built on the display. The subtotal is built with your best. You have 3 attempts in squat, 3 attempts in bench press, 3 attempts in deadlift. And we take the best of the squat and bench press, combine them together for your subtotal, and then we take your best deadlift, add it to the subtotal, and the best total. So our athletes are in the open division. It's all ages, but they're competing based on weight classes. So we have the 84 kilo class and the 84 plus on platform 2. Lily Poso is on platform number 2 on the bench press. She's got the signal to press. She's working to push it out. Working to push it out, working to push it out. And it just stalled out for her safety. The chief referee has told the referees, the spotters and loaders, to finish it. It is a no lift. Platform number 1, Natalie Dominguez. It was a no lift. The bar is loaded for Catherine Kazabuski on platform number 1 and for Stephanie K on platform number 2. Kat is opening with 85 kilos or 187 pounds, and she is lifting in the 52 kilo class. Stephanie is lifting in the 84 kilo class. She is repeating her opening attempt at 160. Kat Kazabuski, platform 1. Kat finished out her lift. Oh, Stephanie was working really hard and was not able to come up. The spotters and loaders had to step in. Kat got her lift with a 2-1 decision. Unfortunately, Stephanie did not, because the spotters and loaders stepped in for her safety. The bar is ready on platform 1 for Caitlin Mernicki. She's opening with 85 kilos. She is lifting in the 57 kilo class. And on platform number 2, Sarah Roddick is repeating her opener of 162.5 kilos. She's lifting in the 84 kilo class. Sarah handled that really easily. Let's wait for those lights. 2-1 decision. Sarah is on the board. Okay, Caitlin gets the signal to press. 3 white lights for Caitlin. She's on the board. Up on next on platform 2 is going to be Rebecca Holcomb, lifting in the 84 plus class. She's elected to bump up by 10 kilos to 180. She's forecast in the 2nd position in the 84 plus class. Skylee Sears is our lifter on platform number 1, opening at 97.5 kilos, which is 214 pounds at the 57 kilo class, or just barely 125. So she weighs 125 and she's benching 215. Becky Holcomb on platform number 2. Split decision for Skylee. And 3 white lights for Rebecca. Okay, Natalie Hansen is called for a repeat of that American record of 2:01. Remember, she already owns this record at 195. She wants this at 2:01. This is an increase of 6.5 kilos. Elma Lopez, opening attempt, 100 kilos, 220 pounds on platform number 1. And Elma is lifting in the 52 kilo class. Working to lock those elbows. Gets the rack signal. So all 3 referees gave the blue card when they gave a red, saying that it was a no lift. They gave a blue card, and the blue card is if the bar goes down or it does not, the elbows do not get locked out completely. Platform number 2, American record attempt. Natalie Hansen pushing it out, pushing it out. The chief referee has asked the spotters and loaders to step in to assist for her safety. Kimberly Johnson on the platform. Kimberly is lifting in the 57 kilo class. And presses it out. Kimberly actually already owns the American record in this weight class. 3 white lights for Kimberly. Our final lifter in the A flight is going to be Jodelle Patino. She's opening 127.5 kilos. Okay, Bonica has called for 210. She let 142.5 time out. And now 210 is on the bar. She's only 10 kilos away from her American record at this time. Jodelle, platform number 1. 127.5, 281 pounds, lifting in the 57 kilo class. Spotters and loaders stepped in to help Jodelle. Spotters and loaders stepped in to help Bonica. We're moving on to second attempts on platform number 1. We're moving on to third attempts on platform number 2. Sue Elwin, lifting in the 47 kilo class. And if you reverse those numbers, it's her age. She's 74 years old this year. She's doing 42.5 kilos at the Equipped Open Nationals. She is such a good lifter, she can still meet the qualifying total. Chloe Cooper, platform number 1. Chloe Cooper, platform number 2. She's elected to repeat her second attempt. And it was a good lift for Sue. The bar is loaded for Lindsay Siemens on platform number 1. She's gone up by 5 kilos. Chloe Cooper needs this lift to achieve a total. You have to have at least 1 good squat, 1 good bench, 1 good deadlift. So unfortunately, Chloe has not achieved a successful bench. She will not have a total, but she can continue with the deadlift. On platform number 1, Lindsay Siemens, 5 kilo bump from 62 to 67.5 kilos. Lindsay is lifting in the 47 kilo class. And it is 3 red lights with the 3 referees giving a blue card, which means that the bar either went down or she was not able to successfully lock her elbows at the end of the lift. On the platform, Jenna Weinstein. She is lifting. She's our only raw competitor at the Equipped Nationals. She has 67.5 kilos, 145 pounds, 148 pounds on the bar. Platform number 2, Emily St. Germain, 107.5 kilos, and that is 236, and it was a good decision, 2-1. So Jenna was good with her lift, and up next is going to be Natalie Dominguez. Natalie has chosen to repeat her opener. Camila Todd is going to be on platform number 2. Camila has bumped up her bench from 132 to 145. So she has taken a 12.5 kilo increase. Natalie is lifting in the 47 kilo class. And she just competed at the Collegiate Nationals in Baton Rouge, Louisiana 2.5 months ago. And that looked pretty definitive that she was locking out. And 3 white lights. Natalie is on the board. Camila is bringing the bar started to drift towards her face. Spotters and loaders, for her safety, stepped in to assist. Up next is going to be Chrissy Yamas. She has bumped up by 7.5 kilos from 142.5 on platform number 2. We are midway through third attempt bench on platform number 2. Catherine Kazabuski on platform number 1. She took a 2.5 kilo jump. She's lifting in the 52 kilo class. The bar comes out. Start signal. She's bringing the bar down. Press. And she gets the rack signal. And it was a 2-1 decision with one referee giving the yellow card. Christy down, up with 150. That's 330 pounds. 3 white lights across the board. Platform number 1, we've got Elma Lopez is up next. She's repeating her opener. $100 kilos on the bar, 220 pounds, and Lily Poso is on platform number 2. She's repeating her second attempt. Lily is in the 52 kilo class. I'm sorry, Elma is in the 52 kilo class. That looked pretty solid. Three white lights for Elma. Lily is on platform 2, working hard, struggling, working hard. The spotters and loaders stepped in to assist, and it was a no lift. Up next is going to be Stephanie Kay. Stephanie is from Wisconsin. Stephanie is choosing to repeat her second attempt. Caitlin Mernicki on platform number 1. She bumped up by 5 kilos from 95 to 100. And it's a good lift for Stephanie. It was a good lift for Caitlin. Stephanie Kay on platform number 2 was not successful with that. She will not be able to achieve a total. You have to have at least one good bench press but she can continue on with the deadlift. So again, Caitlin Mernicki was successful going for her 100 kilo bench press on her second. Skylee Sears is on the platform now. Skylee gets the rack signal, and it was a split decision with one referee saying that the bar went down or did not get locked out with the blue card. Sarah Roddick, platform number 2, 170 kilos, and it is a no lift with the two side referees giving the yellow card. All right. We are 3 lifts away from finishing bench press on platform number 2. We are finishing up the second attempts on platform number 1. Jodelle Patino on platform number 1, 57 kilo class, repeating her opener at 127.5. Rebecca Holcomb, platform number 2, 187.5. And Jodelle has got the rack signal. Press that out with convincing, and she is on the board with 3 white lights. Kimberly Johnson is going to be up next on the 57 kilo class. She owns the American record in the 57 kilo class. Becky Holcomb, platform 2. She's got the bar to her chest. Back in the rack, 187.5 with 3 white lights. We have 2 remaining bench presses on platform number 2. Next up is going to be Natalie Hansen with 201.5, an American record attempt. She owns this American record at 195. Platform number 1, Kimberly Johnson, 57 kilos. She's in second place. Elbows are locked out. Kimberly owns the American record in the weight class. She has 3 white lights. And Kimberly finishes out our second attempts. We are now moving to third attempt bench press on platform 1. We have 2 bench presses left on platform number 2. On the platform number 2 is Natalie Hansen in the 84 kilo class, reigning world champion, going for an American record of 201.5. Platform number 1 is Sue Elwin, 45 kilos. Natalie, the spotters and loaders were instructed by the chief referee to step in for the lifter's safety. Natalie will not be achieving a total. She can continue with the deadlift. Bonica Brown is finishing our bench presses on platform number 2. She's choosing to repeat her second attempt of 210 kilos. Lindsay Siemens on platform number 1 in the 47 kilo class is also choosing to repeat her second attempt of 67.5 kilos. That's 148.75 pounds. 210 for Bonica. This is 462. Good lift for Lindsay. Good lift for Bonica. So Bonica finishes her bench press with 210 kilos. She is in the first place for the 84 plus class at this time. She does own those world records. Jenna Weinstein, our
Go and try your luck, test me in again, we let it rain. Please don't start us up. Got that black and white, that yin and yang. Mr. Officer, please don't search us, we don't got a thing. Tell her park it up, them jeans up and sparking up. Like the fireworks, I keep the flame. Heard you barking up, it's the wrong. We came from under buzz like a Persian. We been staying in our lane, ain't no merging. Rapping, we grew up in the hood, no suburbans. If I say I need my money, then it's urgent. Yeah, they want me to quit. Yeah, they want me to shit. But as long as I'm alive, we gon' keep on making hits. While they steady shooting bricks, man, it's lit, yeah, it's lit. Me and Dale back to back, and yeah, I'm dishing the assist. Yeah, they talk a lot, but we really never catch me slipping. Every time your girl around, she be right the way I'm doing.
thank you so much for sponsoring USA Powerlifting, especially our Nationals Week, where we have had our National Masters, our Bench Nationals, our Youth Nationals, and now our Open Nationals. Both Raw and Equipped have been contested this week. So thank you. Renaissance Periodization for all of our nutrition needs. SBD, A7, Stark Performance, to Rogue for all of the equipment, 110%. SSP, A7, and Team Roar. To all of our sponsors, thank you very much. All right, platform number 2 is getting ready for deadlift. Ladies and gentlemen, deadlift is when the bar is on the floor. Your job is to stand up with as much weight as you can. There are some technical requirements. You must lock your body out. Your knees must be locked and your shoulders must be pulled back. If you do not do that, while you may have finished the lift, you did not complete it according to the technical rules. The bar cannot go down and you cannot support the bar on your thighs and basically kind of push it up and anchor it. And then the third thing is you have to wait for the referee to tell you to put the bar down. So on the platform, opening our deadlift for flight for platform 2, the 84 kilo and 84 kilo plus, opening at 120 kilos. It looks like the bar was not loaded correctly, and so they need to change that out. Sarah Roddick is going to be our first lifter on platform 2 when we do start. On platform number 1, Billy Dennison has jumped up from 50 kilos to 100 kilos from her first or her second attempt. And when she drove it back into the rack. And it is 3 red lights. Unfortunately, it is a no lift at this time. Sarah Roddick, platform 2, opening deadlift, 120 kilos. And 3 white lights for Sarah with 264.5 on the board. She's going to total. There are 5 competitors in the 84 kilo class, 5 in the 84 plus. The bar is ready on platform 2 for Emily St. Germain, 125 kilos, 275 pounds. Jerry Fredrickson on platform number 1, going for her second attempt, 112.5, and the spotters and loaders stepped in for her safety. Platform 2, Emily St. Germain. Again, Emily just competed at Collegiate Nationals. In powerlifting, you are not allowed to drop the bar. You must maintain control of the bar to the floor. Sophia Vieras is on the platform number 1 for her second attempt bench press. She's bumped it up by 5 kilos. Chloe Cooper, platform number. Chloe, unfortunately, lost her balance and moved forward. That is a no lift for Chloe. Sophia, good lift for her. She gets 117.5 on her second attempt. Moving up to 125. No, I'm sorry. Trish Sutherland is choosing to repeat her opener at 125. The bar is ready simultaneously on both platforms. Stephanie K, platform 2, 160 for her opening deadlift, and that will be 352 pounds. Trish Sutherland on platform 1, her second attempt bench press is 125 kilos, 275 pounds. Trish is competing in the 63 kilo class. She's got the start signal, bringing the bar down, must wait for the press. Bar is back in the rack. And 3 white lights. Trish is successful with her second attempt. Stephanie K is on the platform. The clock is counting down. And the clock has run down for Stephanie. Stephanie is, she did not come out for her opening attempt deadlift. When they do not come out to the platform and do not complete the lift, then it is a no lift. We must let the 1 minute clock run down. Taylor LaChapelle on platform number 1. She has 140 kilos on the bar. She's in the first place position for the 63 kilo class, and she has 3 white lights. Up next is going to be Chloe Dublin. Chloe is in the 76 kilo class, or 167.5. Platform number 2, Christy Yamas just did 175. That was 385 pounds, and she has 3 white lights. She is on the board with that. Christy is lifting in the 84 plus class. Chloe Dublin, platform 1. The bar is to her chest, 142.5. Working hard, locks it out. 3 white lights with 314 pounds, or 142.5. Chloe, now that puts her in the lead in the 76 kilo class. Up next is going to be Kelsey McCarthy. This is an American record attempt. It currently stands at 155. Priscilla Ribic owns this record, so she will be trying to take another of Priscilla's records. Camilla Todd, successful with 175. On her opener, that was 385. Again, American record attempt, platform 1, Kelsey McCarthy in the 69 kilo class. For her safety, the spotters and loaders stepped in to assist. Natalie Hansen is on platform number 2. She is opening with 180 kilos, 396 pounds. Natalie is in the 84 class and the reigning world champion. So quick. So quick. 3 white lights for Natalie. She was successful with the 180 on platform number 1. Adriana Warota. Third attempt, 80 kilos, 176 pounds. Lifting in the 76 kilo class. 3 white lights. She is successful with repeating and getting that 100 kilos. The bar is loaded now on platform 2 to 200 kilos, 440 pounds for Lily Poso. This will put Lily into the 3rd place position in the 84 plus class. Easy up, easy down. 3 white lights. Lisa Hogan on platform number 1, working hard on that bench press. She elected to repeat her 2nd attempt for her 3rd. For her safety, the spotters and loaders stepped in. She is credited with 92.5 kilos for a good bench press. Bar is loaded, 227.5 kilos for Bonica Brown, who's coming out lifting raw. No supportive suit for the deadlift. I'm sorry. Bonica's coming out to do her deadlift, not her bench press. And she stands it up, locks it out. 227.5. Good lift. Megan Rosenwald worked really, really hard on platform 1 for that 100 kilos. Unfortunately for her safety, the spotters and loaders did step in to assist her. Billy Dennison bumping up 2.5 kilos from 100 to 102.5. Becky Holcomb finishing out our opening attempt deadlifts with 235 kilos. She is currently in second place. When she completes this deadlift, it will cement second place. Billy Dennison, platform 1, 102.5 kilos, 225 pounds. For this, the Alaska State Chair. Becky up. Becky has it back down. Don't blink, you'll miss it. Good lift. And Billy just blasted that bar back to the ceiling. And it was a good lift by a split decision with one yellow card from the side referee. Platform 2. Chloe Cooper has elected to repeat her opener at 135. The bar is ready and the clock will be started. She has 1 minute to come out on the platform and pull. The deadlift is unique in that you do not have to wait for the chief referee. Within that 1 minute, you walk on the platform, grab the bar, and stand up with it. Now, Chloe was successful in pulling it. She just lost her balance at the top. So let's just hope that she's able to be stable this time. There we go. And Jerry Fredrickson on the platform with her. And she is successful with that third attempt bench press. She came back from her second and got it. And Chloe Cooper got her opening attempt bench deadlift on her second attempt. She did that very convincingly. On the platform now, Sarah Roddick from Wisconsin, 135 kilos, 297 pounds. Referees say 3 white lights. Platform number 1. We are finishing up our third attempts. Sophia Vieras from Connecticut in the 63 kilo class has bumped up another 5 kilos, 122.5. And locks it out. Really nice lifting. 2-1 decision with a yellow card from the side referee. But all that matters is she has 2 white lights and it is a good lift. On the platform, platform 2 at 137.5 kilos, Emily St. Germain. Lifting in the 84 kilo class. This is 303 pounds. Again, for deadlift, the bar is called ready. The lifter walks out on the platform. You stand up with as much weight as you can. Wait for the referee, lock it, and then wait for the referee to say down. Platform number 1, Trish Sutherland is on the platform. And the spotters and loaders, again, for the lifter's safety, assisted with the finishing, putting it into the rack. Taylor LaChapelle is our last 63 kilo lifter. The bar is ready. Now, Taylor owns the American record at this weight class. She owns it at 150 kilos, but she's being conservative today. She's only doing 145. 145 kilos, 319. The bar is ready on platform 2 for Stephanie K. The clock is running down. It's at 20 seconds. And Taylor locked it out, and it is 3 white lights for Taylor. She is in the first place position. And the clock has now run down for Stephanie K, and it is a no lift. We're moving to Christy Yamas of 182. Christy, I hope I'm saying your last name correctly. 182.5 kilos for Christy, and that is 402, and she's lifting in the 84 plus class. She was successful at 175. Chloe Dublin on the platform, 76 kilo class, 150 kilos on the bar. That is 330 pounds. Three white lights for Chloe. Kelsey McCarthy is finishing out the bench press on platform number 1. Kelsey is lifting in the 69 kilo class. Christy locked out that deadlift on platform 2, 182.5. That was 402, and it was a good lift. Up next is going to be Camila Todd, 185, 407. Camille is a high school teacher, and she wanted to do a shout out to her Wampus Cat powerlifters. Kelsey McCarthy, platform 1, 175. Kelsey McCarthy with a new American record. Reset it by 20 kilos with a split decision, 2-1. Camila Todd on platform number 2, 185 kilos. This is 407 pounds for this high school teacher who is working on her second master's. Up next is going to be Natalie Hansen, 192.5 or 424 and change pounds. Natalie is originally from Alaska, but moved down to Colorado. Pulling it. As soon as the bar is set for platform number 1, they will set it for a 10-minute clock for a 10-minute break. And then when that 10-minute break is done, we will come back to platform 1 and we will start up with our deadlifts. Platform 2, currently we are finishing up our second attempts. Lily Poso is the next lifter, 210 kilos. This is 462 pounds. She is in the third place at this time. This now gives her a total of 612. Up next is going to be Bonica Brown. She opened 227.5 kilos. She's lifting raw. She's not even wearing a belt. She's that strong. Bonica has been lifting since she was a teenager and has been setting records every time she goes on the platform. One of those wonderful class people that you love meeting in powerlifting. And she finishes it up, 232.5 kilos. That's 512 pounds. That gives her a total of 737.5. That puts her in first place for the 84 plus. Our final second attempt is going to be Becky Holcomb. Becky loves the deadlift. She's got a 690 total at this time. She's wanting to bump it up to 700. She's lifting in the 84 kilo plus class, and this is 540 pounds, 245 kilos. Good fight. Finish it out. And the referees say 3 white lights. Ladies and gentlemen, we are finishing up deadlift. We are starting third attempt deadlift. Now you'll notice that the spotters and loaders will clean the bar before every single lifter going into third attempt deadlift. It's one of our rules. You'll also, this is when you might have a lifting order change as the lifters are, this is where the strategy comes in. You can change your third attempt deadlift twice, so long as your name has not been called to come to the platform. On the platform right now, Chloe Cooper, 145 kilos. Remember on her first one, she stumbled just a little bit. Now, I want to bring one thing to your attention. Chloe's our youngest competitor here. Chloe is 16 years old. 16 years old, just competed also at the high school national championship just 3 weeks ago in Aurora, Colorado. So she is here. She is doing a great job. So we've got a 16-year-old who is lifting in our championship up to a 74-year-old. It does not matter what your age is on the calendar. It matters how strong you are. Can you meet the qualifying total? And by golly, Chloe came out. She proved she deserved to be here at the Open Nationals as a 16-year-old lifter. Well done, Chloe. Emily St. Germain, that was a good effort at 150 kilos. Unfortunately, it wasn't there today. The gravity monster just reached up and didn't let go and pulled back a little bit harder than she did. But Emily is credited with a 402.5 kilo total. That's 887.5. Or a warm-up. All right, Sarah Roddick from Wisconsin on the platform, 150 kilos. She's successful. Sarah is finishing it up with 520 on her total and in first place currently in the 84 kilo class. Stephanie she finishes out the day with a 520 kilo total and first place in the 84 kilo class. Emily St. Germain finishes second place in the 84 kilo class with a 402 total. The bar is ready for Stephanie Kay in the 84 kilo class, repeating her opening attempt. We are at 4 minutes, and then we start deadlift on platform number 1. That will be our 47 kilo class, 52 kilo class, and 57 kilo class in our opening group. Stephanie Kay, the clock is running down. 10 seconds left. And Stephanie did not come out for her third attempt, so that is a no lift. We're going to be moving to Camila Todd now. Camila is has asked for a 187.5 kilos. That's 413 pounds. She is currently in the third place, and this will keep her in the third place. All right, we're less than 3 minutes from starting deadlift on platform number 1. And Sue Elwin will be opening with 105 kilos. But for now, Camila Todd will be the next lifter. Platform 2 with 205 kilos or 451 pounds. Well, no, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. So there have been some weight changes that were put in. As I said, on third attempt deadlift, you can change your weight twice. So there is a change. Next up is going to be Natalie Hansen. She's repeating at 192.5. Following her will be Christy Yamas at 192.5. So Camila had asked for 205, but because Natalie and Christy have changed their weight, they're going to be lifting first. We always load the bar from lightest to heaviest, and if we have multiple people who are asking for the same weight, then we go by their lot number, and that is randomly assigned prior to the competition. We use the randomly assigned lot number as the order for weigh-in, as well as when we have multiple people who ask for the same weight. So that is how Natalie is determined to lift before Christy, although they both have requested the same weight on the bar. The bar is loaded at 192.5. The clock is running for Natalie at 25 seconds left. We are almost to 1 minute, and then we start on platform number 1. I see on the score sheet that Rebecca Holcomb has decided to pass on her third attempt deadlift. She is going to finish out the meet in second place with an even 700 kilo total. Natalie has timed out at 192.5. The bar is loaded for Christy now. The bar is ready on platform 1 for Sue Elwin. She's lifting 231 pounds at 74 years old and lifting in the 47 kilo class. On the platform, Chrissy Yamas, 192.5. And unfortunately, the gravity monster was there for her. You never know what you can do until you give it a shot. The bar is ready now for Camila Todd. Camila is on the platform. Jenna Weinstein is on platform number 1, opening with 264 pounds to 120 kilos, and she's lifting raw. Camila Todd on platform 2. Jenna stands up. She gets the down signal. The bar is down. And 3 white lights. And Camila working hard for that. 205. This is Camila's second meet for the week. She did compete earlier, and that was a no lift for Camila on her third attempt, but she did place second earlier this week on Wednesday when she competed with the Equipped Masters Nationals, and she set an American record on the squat. So this is her second national championship this week alone. Lily Poso is the next lifter at 225 kilos. That's 496 pounds. On platform number 1 is Natalie Dominguez, and Natalie is in first place. She's lifting in the 103-pound bodyweight class. She's successful with 125. That was 275 pounds. Lily is on platform number 2, and she stood up with it, and we are waiting for, and it's a good lift. Good lift for Lily. You can see that she was relieved to get that. That was 225 pounds, 225 kilos, 496 pounds. Lindsay Siemens on platform number 1, opening up 130 kilos. This is 286 pounds. Convincing, wouldn't you say? Just blew that up. Bonica Brown, platform 2, finishing out our deadlifts. She's got first place locked up. She's trying to bump it up by another 5 kilos. And she says, not today. She picked it up, she started up with it, and then she put it back down. Again, Bonica's lifting deadlift raw, no super suit, no supportive gear on that, and no belt. That's an incredibly strong young woman. Caitlin Mernicki is on platform number 1. We're turning all of our attention to platform number 1 now. Opening up 140 kilos, 3